Let's address the elephant in the room that most crypto analysts completely ignore. While Bitcoin maximalists celebrate anonymous transactions and privacy coin advocates push untraceable payments, Pi Network chose the opposite path, verified identity as a foundational feature. This isn't surveillance capitalism. This is strategic positioning for regulatory compliance and institutional adoption. Their KYC verification process eliminates the bot networks, fake accounts, and Sybil attacks that plague other blockchain networks. When every participant is a verified human being, it creates network effects that anonymous systems simply cannot achieve. Real people build real economies, and real economies attract institutional partnerships. This verified model enables features that pseudonymous networks struggle with. Decentralized governance becomes meaningful when votes represent actual stakeholders rather than whale manipulations. Merchant adoption accelerates when businesses know they're dealing with verified customers rather than anonymous wallet addresses. Financial services integration becomes possible when regulatory frameworks can identify legitimate participants. Here's what most people miss about Pi's approach. They're building for the regulatory environment that's coming, not the libertarian fantasy that never materialized. As governments worldwide implement cryptocurrency regulations, projects with verified user bases will have massive advantages over anonymous alternatives. The Stellar Consensus Protocol provides the technical infrastructure, but verified identity provides the social infrastructure that transforms blockchain from speculative casino into functional economy. Pi Network recognized that mainstream adoption requires mainstream compliance, and they built accordingly. Now, if this analysis of verified blockchain economics is expanding your understanding of how regulatory compliance creates competitive advantages, absolutely smash that like button right now. It tells YouTube's algorithm that this strategic analysis is valuable and helps me reach more people who need to understand how blockchain projects position for institutional adoption. And if you haven't joined the TJ Crypto World Intelligence Network yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because I deliver insights like this every single day that could reshape your perspective on cryptocurrency evolution. Pi Network's mobile mining approach represents more than just user-friendly onboarding. It's strategic infrastructure for global financial inclusion. Traditional cryptocurrency mining requires expensive hardware, technical expertise, and reliable electricity. Pi's smartphone-based system eliminates all these barriers while maintaining network security through consensus mechanisms. This accessibility creates network effects that hardware-intensive blockchains cannot replicate. When anyone with a smartphone can participate in network validation and earn rewards, it democratizes cryptocurrency ownership in ways that proof-of-work systems fundamentally cannot. We're talking about bringing blockchain technology to populations that have been excluded from both traditional banking and conventional crypto. The energy efficiency implications are staggering. While Bitcoin consumes more electricity than entire countries, Pi Network operates through mobile apps with negligible environmental impact. As sustainability becomes a regulatory requirement, this efficiency advantage positions Pi for institutional adoption that environmentally destructive alternatives will struggle to achieve. But the real breakthrough is economic inclusion at scale. Billions of people own smartphones but lack access to traditional banking services. Pi Network provides these populations with verified digital identity, peer-to-peer payment capabilities, and access to decentralized financial services. This isn't just technological innovation. This is infrastructure for economic empowerment. The Open Mainnet launch transforms theoretical accessibility into practical utility. Users can now transfer Pi coins, interact with decentralized applications, and participate in blockchain-based commerce. What started as a mobile mining experiment has evolved into a comprehensive Web3 platform. While most cryptocurrencies struggle to find real-world applications beyond speculation, Pi Network built utility into their foundation from day one. P-Coin functions as a medium of exchange for retail payments, service transactions, developer incentives, and peer-to-peer transfers. This utility-first approach creates sustainable demand rather than speculative bubbles. The merchant adoption strategy demonstrates practical thinking about cryptocurrency integration. Instead of hoping businesses will accept volatile speculative assets, Pi Network provides stable infrastructure for commerce integration. Verified users, regulatory compliance, and established payment protocols create conditions where merchants can confidently accept P-Coin for actual goods and services. Developer incentives within the Pi ecosystem create positive feedback loops for platform growth. When developers can earn P-Coin for building applications, it attracts talent and innovation to the network. And When users can spend P-Coin on applications and services, it creates sustainable economic activity. This circular economy model, really contrasts sharply with speculation-driven alternatives. The decentralized application capabilities launched with Open Mainnet enable commerce, education, entertainment, and financial services built specifically for Pi's verified user base. These applications don't need to solve fake identity problems or combat bot networks. They can just focus on delivering value to real people with verified identities. Smart contract capabilities through protocol upgrades position Pi for complex financial instruments, while still maintaining the accessibility and verification advantages that really set them apart from anonymous alternatives. Listen, if this utility-focused development approach is giving you a new perspective on how sustainable blockchain projects build real economies rather than speculative markets, then I need your help amplifying this analysis. Hit that like button again if you haven't already, share this video with 3 people in your network who need to understand how blockchain can serve real-world economic needs, and drop a comment below telling me, do you think verified identity creates advantages that outweigh privacy concerns? I read every single comment and often feature the most thoughtful responses in my follow-up analysis. Pi Network's strategic positioning for institutional adoption represents a sophisticated understanding of how blockchain technology integrates with existing financial systems. Their cross-chain interoperability, fiat on-ramps, and compliance infrastructure create pathways for traditional institutions to engage with blockchain technology safely. The verified identity framework solves know-your-customer requirements that prevent many institutions from engaging with anonymous cryptocurrencies. When every network participant is KYC-verified, it eliminates compliance headaches that make institutional adoption difficult for privacy-focused alternatives. Partnership opportunities expand significantly when regulatory frameworks can identify legitimate network participants. Traditional financial institutions, payment processors, and government agencies can integrate with verified blockchain networks in ways that anonymous systems make legally problematic. But here's the strategic insight most analysts miss. Pi Network is positioning for the regulatory environment that's emerging, not fighting the regulations that already exist. As governments implement cryptocurrency oversight, projects with built-in compliance will have massive advantages over those trying to retrofit regulatory features. The institutional partnership potential includes payment infrastructure, financial services integration, and government applications for digital identity and civic engagement. I want to thank every member of the TJ Crypto World community for being part of this journey into blockchain projects that prioritize sustainable development over speculative hype. Your engagement, your thoughtful questions about regulatory compliance and institutional adoption, your commitment to understanding rather than just hoping for quick profits. It motivates me to keep analyzing these infrastructure projects that could reshape global finance. Pi Network's ecosystem development represents something valuable in the blockchain space, a project that has built for regulatory compliance, prioritized real-world utility, and created infrastructure for mainstream adoption rather than just serving cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Whether they succeed in becoming a global digital currency or face unexpected challenges, we're equipped with frameworks to evaluate their progress intelligently. If you want to continue exploring blockchain projects that bridge traditional finance with decentralized technology, check out my comprehensive analysis of central bank digital currencies versus decentralized alternatives. I'll link it right here. It's a deep dive into how government-issued digital currencies compete with projects like Pi Network, and it perfectly complements today's institutional adoption analysis. Remember, the most sustainable blockchain projects solve real problems for real people rather than creating speculative trading opportunities for crypto enthusiasts. Pi Network demonstrates what regulatory-compliant blockchain development looks like when it prioritizes inclusion over exclusion. Stay analytical, stay forward-thinking, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll be examining another project that's building infrastructure for mainstream blockchain adoption. Until then, this is TJ from TJ Crypto World, reminding you to evaluate projects based on sustainable utility rather than speculative potential, and always consider regulatory positioning alongside technical innovation. The next phase of blockchain adoption is always one compliance-ready analysis away.